Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Modicon EdgeIO training. I'm your host, Jan Roman, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can integrate the Modicon EdgeIO with the Modicon M262 using EcoStruxure Machine Expert version 3.3. So the first thing that we need is to check a few configurations on the Modicon EdgeIO itself. So let's go to the web interface of the Modicon EdgeIO. So one of the advantages of the Modicon EdgeIO is that you can use a web interface in order to configure it. So let's connect. In my case, I already assigned this IP address for the Modicon EdgeIO. If you don't know how to do these basic things, I recommend you to take a look on the workshop that I have done and also the individual videos about Modicon EdgeIO. So I'm using this password, login. There we go. So what we need to check is the following. So the IP address. Here, what I need to do is to select the protocol I'm going to use. I'm going to use ModbusTcp. And then this one is in false because this one is more for quality of service for the Modicon M580. Then the last thing we need to check is this one, that is its use. Okay. Then we have the possibility to use this part, but at the moment what I'm going to do is to do it like a very simple way, okay, without any kind of security. So yeah, let's do it this way for the moment. Then online, download to configuration, yes, download, and that's it. So right now should be able to use this over ModbusTcp. So now what I need to do is I'm going to use the Ethernet port 2. I'm going to add the ModbusTcp port scanner. Then on the ModbusTcp scanner, I'm going to add the device that I want to communicate with. So bus coupler. This one's the EdgeIO. Automatically adds the power supply. Here I have the discrete I/O inputs. I'm using this one if I'm not wrong. Then I have digital output is this. I have analog I/O input. I got the feeling it's this one. Then I have a passive module, the dummy, and then I have the this one. Okay, good. So what we need to do now is to check the IP address. The IP address is 90. Let's go here to the TCP server to check it is in fix. I'm going to use fix IP address. If I use the HCP, then you just need to change the rotary switch. And that probably we can use it later, the rotary switch and the HCP when we use FDR. But just keep it this way for the moment. Okay, so the other thing is when you double click over here on the EdgeIO, over here on the EdgeIO, you're able to find this part for the OPC security. On the real target, I have disabled this part, so if I try to compile now, I should get an error. There we go, you see it is in red. And if you go back, user password is disabled. So what I'm going to do is to use anonymous, and the security part I'm going to use none and none. So this way now, if you go to the M262, you just need to by default this one is disabled, you just need to enable and also enable the OPC UA and select none and none. That should do the trick. Now, if I compile this, see everything's fine. Everything looks fine. Yep, that's the IP address is in the same range. So now I'm going to connect to this one. Administrator, and I believe this one is automation 1 exclamation mark, I believe. No. Administrator automation 1 asterisk. Yeah. Download the configuration. Just connect it to this one. Okay. So now I usually do is reset the world. It takes some time. There we go. It takes quite some time. It's much faster the eternal IP. I prefer the eternal IP, right? The ModbusTcp on this one. This error message is not that it's no connection. The thing is, this one is a digital output and it's not energized for the output, so it will not work. It will not do anything. But here you can see that I have everything working fine. I have the communication, so seems fine. I have the communication working. So now if I remove something, yeah, it just disconnect because I removed this one. So now I'll put it back. If I remove this one, I totally remove it. I remove it, so you can see there's an error, but all the field that's working fine. Put it back again. Hopefully it will come back. Just give it a little time. Just recognizing things, and there we go. It's back again. Okay, so this is just the easiest way to doing it. What we're going to do later is how we can improve this. Okay, using the M262. Well, let's see now. So now we have this. Let's add a few more things on the M262 and this one. So what we're going to do is to add the security policies on this one. Offline, edit. We're going to use basic and script. Apply. There we go. So if I assign this, now we need to download this into the NIM. Download, configuration done. So if we go back here, we need to make this modification. Script. Let's unload this. Something else. So we enable this into the model. What we need to do is to enable this on the M262. So here we just need to change this. So basic sign encrypt, and then I'm going to disable anonymous. No, enable anonymous. Just going to use this part of the way. It's in anonymous. For the other one, okay. So stop. So now what we need to do is to enable the credentials. So if we go here into this part, to see devices, untrusted devices, and we have this the Modicon EdgeIO. Okay, so what we need to do is to trust the certificate in order to make this work once again. Otherwise, it will not work. We just drag and drop this to trust the certificates. Is there, and in theory, this should come back alive. In theory. There we go. Easy peasy. So yeah, there's another step that we need to use the if you use the client, you just need to create let's see it, user management, and create the engineer profile, or use this one with the security you have added, but it's not that good. And then add this device or the same things into your OPC UA part for the M262, but probably I will show you that different in another video. But this is how you can communicate the M262 with the Modicon EdgeIO using the ModbusTcp. The next video will be related to how to do our Ethernet IP, and I believe probably is much easier because when you use the PLC Modicon configurator, you just export a Python file that will allow you to run and make the configuration into the Machine Expert, so that kind of speed up the process. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.